morning, everybody. This here is a Kobelco SK140, I believe. I opened the door up, closed it. This is obviously a rental unit. Oh yeah, SK140 SR. No counterweight. Little hydraulic thumb on it. Little bucket. This is what we call a mid-size, just a mid-size machine. The weight is about 28,000, I believe. So just over 8.5 foot wide, probably. But it is a rental from, it says H&E, but H&E equipment got bought out by Herc. So we had a few minor jobs we've been on that I haven't videoed. And got a couple of jobs going on that we need to do. We don't need, obviously, our 210 big John Deere. It's on the pond job, the 1950 pond. I didn't need a full size, so I just rented this small mini, well, mid-size excavator. I've got it at the shop right now. I need to do some work back here. We have a huge brush pile. We have not had a chance to burn it yet. It's been there for a year or so. I need to move. We're doing some cleanup here at the farm, and I need to move some brush around. So I thought I'd just video that. Got a few limbs, tree tops that have broke out. None right here close. They're all over on the edge of the field. But I need to pull some of those tree tops out, get them down where the guys can cut them up and haul them back here to the brush pile and separate logs from scrap. But that's the plan this morning. All the guys are busy. Josh and David and the crew are on another couple landowner jobs, doing some cleanup, helping out some landowners from the ice storm. Hank is over on the pond. He has everything cleared, and he is just working on burning right now. I don't know if the loggers, they worked yesterday. They hauled a few loads of logs out yesterday. I think they won't be back till next week. They are giving us heavy rain this weekend. So today's Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, today's Wednesday. And we have about an inch of rain, inch and a half of rain coming up. We've got a little 3-acre clearing job. It's down in the bottom. A guy's gonna turn it into a food plot. And we don't need our big John Deere down there. The ground's gonna be questionable. So that's part of the reason why I got this mid-size machine with a thumb. It ought to walk all over that bottom, that wetland. Well, I don't want to use the word wetland because that can get tricky for environmental reasons. It's not a wetland. It's just down in the bottom of a pine plantation. And we're going to take out some trees and open up like a couple acres for him. And he's going to turn it, be a food plot for the deer. But Peterbilt trailer's sitting here reminding me the Peterbilt is ready. I will go pick it up today, more than likely, bring it back, get it hooked up, and then our deer, we plan on taking the deer to the shop Monday so they can get the AC system fixed on it. But nothing crew crazy. We'll see what all we get into. Josh and I went and looked at a really good job yesterday, about a half-a-mile driveway install. Got to do some clearing, a couple culverts. Really good job. I got to get some prices together on it, get it submitted. It'd be a pretty cool project. Y'all enjoy. It goes way back into Toledo Bend, basically. But maybe we get that job. If we do, I'll be sure and get plenty of video documentation on that one. Pretty neat job. So I'm going to jump in this thing and go back here and stack brush, move brush around. See y'all in a minute. All right, I got back here. First thing I gotta do is grab this oak log, big red oak. I gotta stack it over here. Yeah, this pile here. Those are our smaller oaks, bigger oaks, and then older, just stuff that we deal with. Here's our mountain of brush we have collected over the years that has not had a chance to burn. And here's ice damage. Tops of these elms have fallen. All that one broke out. So I gotta rip all that down. We gotta rip that stuff down, take it down. I got another one out here. You can probably see right through here. The whole top of it came out. We got to get it pulled out. But I'm going to restack this brush coming towards the camera towards you guys. Instead of working our way around, I'm gonna bring it more over here. I'm gonna pull all these sides, stack it more right here. So I'm gonna piddle with that, get that knocked out this morning, see what this little 140 can do. So, y'all sit back and enjoy. We'll try this viewpoint out, see what it does. Oh, you got to be careful on these limbs. They will come back and get you. So I try to keep them at bay as far out as I can reach, so they don't spring back, hit me in the cow or hit this glass. Been a while since I've been on a mid-size with no counterweight. I forget how jumpy this rascal is without having that extra counterweight on the back. There we go. Been many years since I sat in the seat of a Kobelco excavator. Ironically, that's what I first broke out with. The company I first started with had a big cat 320 with a hydraulic thumb, and started with it. And we were doing a lot of work out of town also, about 4 hours away from us, pipelining. The owner went out and bought a Kobelco SK140, no thumb, just a 160 Kobelco. And I bet I put 2,000 hours on that machine in the first year that we had it. That was also back when we were pipelining 7 days a week. I think we were averaging about 80 hours a week working, sometimes more. Yeah, that's what I started out on, Kobelco 160. All that hay y'all see, that's just junk. It's no good. We will burn it once I'm able to light this pile off. I'll throw those hay bales on as I can, burn them up. They're no good. They're a couple years old, left over that never got sold, so if it got too wet, it just needs to be burnt. It's no good. Get rid of it. Spin around here. I might walk out here and grab this top off this other elm that broke. For the most part, it's detached from the tree, just laying there. I told the guys not to mess with it. These tops like this, man, they're bad, dangerous. Guys can get hurt. They don't know what they're doing. They can get hurt really bad fooling with these tops. They've got a lot of preloaded energy, and you gotta know which way it's gonna spring when it comes loose. Heck, I can get hurt in this excavator just messing with it. you don't know what you're doing. Even when you know what you're doing, anything can happen. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know it all, because I can make a mistake in the next 5 minutes. Just take your time, be careful, kind of break it down in smaller pieces. See, it is detached from the tree itself. Of course, that limb gonna hang up in the thumb. Oh well. Let that go down. There we go. Now, a lot easier to work with now that it's on the ground. Break these limbs out of it. Just make the whole thing just easier to deal with. Nobody get hurt, nothing get torn up. about leaving the rest of that out there for Josh and the guys. Let them clean it up. They'll have a dump trailer. They'll go around with a dump trailer and load all the tops and brush in that dump trailer, and then haul it over here and dump it out. I've got a pine tree down over here. I'll probably leave that for them. Let them deal with it. Some of my dirt ruts back down. We do cut hay. This is a hay field out here at the farm. Yeah, I'll let them get the rest of that with the trailer. Burn that one. It is nothing but it has been nothing but a pain in the butt. We have messed with it and messed with it. Firewood. Can't do nothing with that back half anyway. Too wide. I can tell I've got a crooked log right here. I need to fix it. Just make it easier. Those two two right there are okay. As you can see, that one up under this one here needs to be fixed. You, but they can't do nothing about that thumb. You put that thumb up. Bad crooked anyway, but we got it now where they can work with it. We'll be able to. We typically use a front end loader. You know, we'll bring the skid steer, the tractor, whatever's available, the front end loader. We'll bring it down here to load these, carry them up to the shop to split them. There, we're gonna jump off. There we go. Just makes it easier, especially if you're using the tractor. Kind of have everything lined up, spaced out properly. Got a little guy there. The little one's just hard to jack with. Call that good for now. I'll leave this part back here for Josh and them. They can use it to finish cleaning up. Anyway, we'll see what else we get into today.